You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Welcome everyone here at the Real Men of Real Estate Radio Talk Show, and I'm your host today, Marie Antoinette Waite. Today I am going to interview the host of the Real Men of Real Estate Radio Talk Show, and our first guest is Dan Reddick, who is the president of the San Diego Creative Investors Association. And so, Dan, welcome to your own show.
Thanks, Marie. It's good to be here. Different to
Yes.
be on the other side.
Yes, and it sounded like you have a little cold. Everything is
A
good?
little bit. Everything's good. It's been a rough week, but it's turning out to be all right.
Okay. Well, I was just in your meeting last Tuesday, and
Yeah.
it's always a great turnout of attendees at your meeting. So can you just share to everyone what SDCIA is and what is the goal for having those meetings in San Diego?
Yeah, absolutely. So SDCIA is the San Diego Creative Investors Association, and we are the largest investment club in Southern California, less maybe one that competes with a little in LA.
Wow.
So our goal is to bring people together. It's networking and education that works in this business. That's what you need, and that's what we do.
Okay. And how long have you been running this organization as the president, Dan?
As the president, I think I just hit 2.5 years as president, and I've been helping the club since about 2017.
Wow. And how many board members do you have?
There are 5 of us at the moment.
5. All right. So far in that 2.5 years of you running it, what are the things that have happened in the organization, and what are the things that they can look forward to by being a member of your group?
We have gone a long ways in bringing in local speakers, people who are affecting our industry, where we live and where we work, and folks who are really kind of changing the game. So it's been a huge impact on folks who are doing things locally. I've also added a lot of education. We have a couple different subgroups going on. We have a focus on out-of-state investing, and there's a VA military group, which is free for active duty and retired military. So they can use their VA loan to its limits, not just maybe what they know about.
Wow, that's amazing. And thank you for helping the veterans too, because I know you are a veteran, right?
I once upon a time served, yes.
Yes. How many years did you serve in the Navy? Is it the Navy?
I was in the Marine Corps for 5
Marine
years.
Corps.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Marine Corps. You're like the front line, right?
I mean, I've always been the sort of person, if you're going to do something, make it difficult. So
Well,
that seems to be what I do.
okay. So personally for you, how was it for you being in this organization? What was the benefit for you?
For me, it was really getting to meet people who could talk about their business and work with you when you need help. I joined some masterminds and done that. And there's a lot of education there. There's tons of stuff to know and learn about real estate investing. But there wasn't anybody doing it where I was doing it, or when I was going through something, there's an issue with a contract, maybe I could make a call or I could send somebody an email and maybe get help. But half the time, the opportunity would pass by the time I got anybody who could help me out. So the masterminds, they cost generally somewhere $10,000 to $50,000 a year. And I'd be hard pressed to say as a beginner that it was worth much. So this
Yes.
club gave me everything I needed.
Wow. And I feel the same way, Dan, because I've been going to SDCIA for, gosh, who knows how many years.
It's been a few minutes.
But it's been amazing for me to, really experience the benefits of SDCIA for myself and for a lot of people that I know. So it's an
That's great.
incredible organization. It looks like we have Damon Hart coming in here. Let me go ahead and let him come in here for Damon.
Hey,
How are
hey,
you
Damon.
doing?
Yeah, late. That's how I'm doing.
Okay. I
Sorry,
just
guys.
No, it's okay. I'm actually just interviewing Dan right now in regards to SCCIA, and I know you are a member also of SCCIA,
I
right?
am. I am. Hey, Dan. Yeah, of course.
Hey, how's it going?
Since I saw you last, good.
Right
Yes.
on.
And so, Damon, as a member, can you share some of the things that you have benefited from the organization? Because that's kind of like the topic right now for Dan.
So I'm kind of like what you would call like a floating member, I guess, because I don't make it to many of the meetings. They just don't really line up for my schedule. But the times that I've been there, I've probably met all of like my best connections here in San Diego at that meeting, from other wholesalers or guys that are wholesaling and investing, contractors. I mean, for me not being from San Diego and just getting started here, it's been awesome. And everybody made me feel like I was welcome. I didn't have any of the, hey, how do you fit in? I met Marie at that meeting. Yeah, I think it's solid, man. It's just a really great meeting and a good format. I think you guys do a really good
Oh,
job there too.
thanks a
Yes.
lot. We work at it, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
I tell you,
no, it
being
shows.
being a president of that organization is not easy. So Dan, so your responsibilities of running that organization, what are the things that you have implemented during that time, and what are the things that you still wanted to do in the future for the membership?
Oh, all right. So when we were in middle of the pandemic, we started doing a lot of Zoom classes and whatnot, and online meetings were tough. Networking is really hard in a chat room with 30 people.
Yep.
But as soon as we got clear of that, we opened up our education program. I got that rolling, and I extended the networking. Instead of an hour before the meeting, we start at 4:30, and we don't start the main meeting until 7. There's been a lot of pushback from some people on that. And mostly, unfortunately, my sponsors, whom I hate to upset, but people want to come and talk and network, and we have a hard time actually shutting down the networking because it's so popular. So
Yes.
by serving food and drink, with that, people can come straight from wherever they are at 4:30 and get right to it. They don't have to worry about anything. So I think that's the most impactful thing. With a close second being the subgroups, getting those rolling. Um, Future projects. I have a fairly ambitious education schedule that I'm trying to get running. And we've got a new subgroup, women in real estate subgroup that Jasenia is leading
Hmm.
for us. And so we're trying to get that up and running and really stabilized. I think she's doing a great job though. No problems, just still in the first, I think this will be our third meeting this month.
That's
Mm.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then getting the education and a program going, especially with a boot camp, so that people who come in don't have any idea where to start and what all these terms mean when they're networking and people are wholesaling this and flipping that and whatever. We don't want them to walk out flipping you. We want them to understand what they're doing. So we want to get a boot camp started to help bridge the gap.
Wow, that's amazing. What do you think about that, Damon?
Well, I mean, personally, from experience, I enjoy the fact that you can come in there, have the food ready, because I think with real estate, it's a people business. It always has been, right?
100%.
And if you don't connect to the people, there's very little that's going to happen. So I think it's a great mix to just have people come, socialize, get some content at the end. They do a really good job of having like really great like tested and vetted speakers, not people that are just shoving courses down your throat.
Hmm.
So I mean, yeah, it's one of the better real estate organizations I've been a part of. So yeah, I think you guys
Oh,
are doing
thank you.
really good.
Yeah, I've been
Fighting for it.
very pleased with everything that happens in those meetings. I mean, really great connections I was able to experience just by being in it. And the fact that, Dan has really organized the whole thing, and, having all the visuals, running an event is not easy. because I do that
You
myself.
know a few things about that, Marie.
Yeah.
Right.
You've certainly
One or
egged
two,
me
right?
on to improve the flow and organization and look of our events. So thank you so much.
Yes, but the way you really handle it, it takes a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of organizing. It's really not an easy job to be a president of that large of an organization.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
for me and Damon, we benefit so much from it because you have really done a very good job in putting the program accordingly to where we are able to have networking and
Hmm.
learn from the speakers, and then also get to connect again afterwards. So it's really a good process of business that you have done there, Dan.
Thank
Agreed.
you. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of learning.
Yes. Now, I want to ask you more questions, but I want to take a commercial break here. But the questions that
All
I'm going
right.
to ask you, Dan, is, being the radio host for Real Men of Real Estate, I wanted to just get your feedback on that, and then we can move to Damon because I want to ask Damon about some of the things that he's also doing with this business and some of his future plans for in the radio show too. Okay.
All right.
All
Sounds
right,
great.
so glad
Let's
that
do
you
it.
are both here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a commercial break. For you out there, don't go away. This is the Real Men of Real Estate radio talk show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we have our amazing host of Real Men of Real Estate that we are now interviewing them, and we'll get more information from them. Okay, so don't go away. Stay tuned.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
FireUp Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. FireUp Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. FireUp Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Tired of qualifying your leads and not getting the right clients for you? Join the finest women in real estate and learn how to attract the best clients and increase your referral network. Call now at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316 and become one of the finest women in real estate.
Real Men of Real Estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station, KCAAradio.com.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Real Men of Real Estate radio talk show. And I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite. And today, our guests are the hosts of the Real Men of Real Estate. I want to get back to Dan because, Dan, being a radio host for Real Men of Real Estate, how was it so far for you?
That has been a really interesting experience. You have to know what you're doing in a different sort of way to host a radio show. Trying to find guests and schedule them can be challenging. Sometimes they cancel at the last second. But you've got a show and it goes on. So it's a unique way to practice breaking down the barriers and asking for people to participate in something that maybe they don't feel comfortable in, but then learning how to make it all happen where they can be comfortable, and you can get a lot of good information and education for the audience. It pushes you, that's for sure.
Now I'm going to throw the same question to Damon. What do you think about your show?
I mean, the show's been well received. You know, some people are like, hey, man, I mean, I had on our last one, I had somebody fly cross country from Buffalo, New York, all the way out to San Diego just to be on the show. So,
Wow.
which tells me that, you know, there's an appetite for people to get their message out there, and they love the platform. And you know, I think, you know, like anything else, if you make the presentation really clean, and you make the topic something that people are interested in, and you get, you know, enough like-minded people together, it really shows up nice. And I've had nothing but great feedback about it. I'm really stoked to see kind of like what's next for us. And you know, like Dan said, it's all about the guests. You know, if you can get people that really, really have something cool to talk about and can share stuff to the audience, I don't see anyone losing at all.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you both have brought amazing experts. And in regards to your own business, Damon, how
Right.
did it benefit so far in regards to bringing all these experts in your show? But how is it connected to your business? Did it do a lot more for you?
Yeah, yeah. For me, I'd say more around personal brand, because I mean, although I've been in the space for a while, I was surprised by how many people would say, "Hey, man, you know, I know you're in real estate, but I didn't know that you did that. You know, I didn't know that you actually bought and sold commercial, or you bought like residential." So it's more than anything just kind of connecting the dots for people that may know you, at least for me it did, people that know me for a long time, and help to give me I guess, a way to connect to them and show them, hey, like, yeah, number one, I'm still around, still doing it. Number two, what I'm doing, so they can kind of learn in a passive way through the show what we're doing and the people that I'm connected with. So that was fun.
Okay. And then I know you brought a lot of great experts. How did you feel about the information that you're getting from them?
So so it's funny, my guests, he said to me, you know, he's just like, how the heck did you find out about this place? And then I dropped the SDIC, right, because I said that's where I met Ruri. But you know, it I think, for if I'm understanding the question, people, you know, the guests, and when they come on, what I look for is somebody that can talk about something that is obviously real estate related, but something that is just not, like, if I heard it, I'd be like, oh, wow, I didn't know that, you know, like that's what I look for. And the guests that we've been fortunate enough to have on the show are all people that know their stuff, and they are in the real estate space, and they're giving people just a little bit more access to stuff that they probably wouldn't have to in traditional real estate, or get access to in traditional real estate. And that's been fun because you kind of get to be the messenger, right? You get
Yes.
to be the guy that kind of introduces them to another realm of something that, you know, is out there. All this info is out there. There's no shortage of it. It's just the show is making it a really fun platform to be able to share those ideas. So I'm stoked.
Okay. What do you think about that, Dan?
Well, it's kind of an amazing thing to accomplish, you know, pulling it all together, bringing people in, providing the value, and making it happen, right? That says a lot. And the fact that, you know, your business can grow from it, and you're helping other people, you know, get to it as a result, it's really what we do. It's back to the, you know, the networking community component of real estate. It's nothing but a people business. You know, Zillow and Redfin already demonstrated to us it's a people business. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't use an algorithm to get out of it yet.
yeah.
I think at some point the day will come, but it's not yet.
Yeah.
At that point, then it'll be all Terminators and Teslas, and then we'll just, you know, by then we'll be all dead anyway. So
Yeah, it'll all be Teslas by then. They're going to win.
yeah.
Amazing. Well, I tell you, I love what you guys do for this show. It really creates a lot of information for the listeners, and it really gives a lot of education to at the same time. I mean, it's such a small community for all of us because we all met at the SCCIA, which is, we're also grateful of that organization. And at the same time, we evolve and we have our own business. I know, Dan, you have your own business that helps companies to write a personal note. Is that right?
Yes, that's
What
right.
is the name of that the business again? If you can just little
Oh,
share about it.
sure. So I own and operate Inkwell Pros.
Okay.
And so
And
we do handwritten communications. If you need thank you cards, invitations, if you're trying to buy off-market property and you want to send handwritten letters, I don't want to write 500 of those. That's why I built a set of robots that does it for me. So
okay,
I can help you get in touch with people in a way that is much more personal.
okay.
I help people come up with copy and manage their lists, the whole 9 yards.
Now, Damon, are you aware that that's what he does?
Oh yeah, Dan and I
Okay.
am all up in his space. I know everything about Dan, even his social. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Well,
has a fantastic business, and he has a good reputation for sure.
yeah. Is that something that you also use for your business? Because I know you do a lot of investing.
Yes, primarily our number one source in the markets that we're in, we do direct to seller, so it's either outbound by text or call. So, but something like what Dan does is something that we're looking for on the horizon with direct mail, because what thing you'll find out is that direct mail, even though it's quote unquote like slow, and that's the old school way of doing it, one thing for sure is the post office still delivers mail. So, yeah, I think that way of doing it is super effective, and we look to do something like that in the future.
Okay.
Everybody likes to tell me how dead direct mail is and keep closing deals with direct mail. So what are you going to do?
Exactly. People still have mailboxes,
Yeah.
So
I got tired of competing with text and cold calling, and this is a lot easier, frankly.
Yeah.
So Damon, question for you. I know you're moving to back to Florida. What's the status on that?
Yeah, so we'll be back. We'll be back at the end of the year. My wife and I, we love Southern California. I think we're just a little homesick. We're away from family. It's the three of us here and the dogs. And my wife is, she's ready to kind of be closer back to family, and so am I. All my mom, my in-laws, everybody, sisters, they're all there in Florida. So we're ready to make that move. So by the end of the year, our plan is to be back there, and we're in the process now, just recently, looking at how we're originally gonna buy and probably renovate, but we decided that we're gonna be building our next house there in Brevard County, Florida. So we're stoked about that and excited. So get ready to do that.
Okay, so what will be the future for you after the end of the year when you move to Florida in regards to the radio show? Are you going to continue, or are you still kind of debating on that?
Marie always puts me on the spot. It's really
it never
easy,
fails every single time.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. So
what's
David,
that really
tell me
personal
about
thing.
Tell me about your personal business, right? So put it to you like this: won't be our last stop in Southern Cal, so I'd like to continue. And you got me here at Record. We love to continue. It's just we have to just work out logistics and plan all that out, because I think it's a really great platform, and I think you really got something good here, and excited to see how we could, keep the ball rolling and expand, and get this thing out,
Well,
show coming, TV show coming. Ask Marie.
Yes, yes.
This November, I think. Something about a launch.
Are you talking? Oh, yes, the TV reality show. Yeah,
Yes.
Damon, right? We talked about that.
Yep. Tell him, Marie. Tell him.
I know. So the TV reality show is for real men of real estate, and we are going to showcase the men in real action, kind of talking about their listings, talking to their clients, talking about their family backgrounds, all of that stuff. So you get to know really the people that are really doing the real estate. And that's why I wanted to do this TV reality show. But you make the Real Men of Real Estate looks amazing for both of you, because you do a good job on bringing experts and really a lot of good education. I mean, I learned so much also by watching it for myself. So it's amazing.
That's really great. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, well, first of all, before we get to the next segment, and I know you guys are gonna go on to your evening. How do they get hold of you, Dan?
The easiest way to get hold of me is head over to inkwellpros.com.
Okay, and for SDCIA, what is the best way to get a hold of you?
SDCIA can be found on Facebook or Instagram at sdcia.reia. So RIA, Real Estate Investors Association, or SDCIA.com.
Okay. And for you, Damon, I know you've got a very nice title of business.
Oh yeah, so yeah, for anyone that's looking to sell, my company is Foxy Home Buyer, and that's in Florida. Our goal is to be #1 home buyer in the state of Florida. So it's Foxy, Foxy, home, HOME, buyer.com. You can reach us there. My team will be super excited to have you part of the Foxy team. Just join in and connect, and we'll get you an offer in as little as 9 minutes. Me personally, you can find me on social media, Damon Hart, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Damon Hart, and just look me up. You'll see a guy looks like a little caricature. That's me. And for those people that are not too savvy and just wanna talk to me, call me 813-413-7929. 813-413-7929. Shoot me a text.
And how do you end your radio show, Damon? I love the way you end your show.
Marie, of course. You know, if you're here in the space, you know what you got to do. You know, till the next time, you just got to keep it foxy. Right?
There you go.
So that's what we're gonna do. All right.
I love it. Well, thank you both for being in this show, and I can't wait to see.
Good to be here.
To listen to your future shows, and thank you so much for being a great support for Real Men of Real Estate. I totally appreciate both of you. Okay.
You're welcome.
For sure.
Okay.
Good
All
to
right,
see you,
everybody.
Good seeing you too, Dan. Ciao.
All right.
Yeah,
bye,
say
guys.
goodbye to Damon and Dan, and we're gonna move on to the next host, who is Thomas Chappelle, and you'll get to talk to him too. But for now, stay tuned and don't go away. This is the Real Men of Real Estate Radio Talk Show. We're here every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time on KCAA Radio.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio Talk Show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Tired of qualifying your leads and not getting the right clients for you? Join the finest women in real estate and learn how to attract the best clients and increase your referral network. Call now at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316 and become one of the finest women in real estate.
Real Men of Real Estate.
Men of Real Estate Radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station KCAA radio.com.
Welcome back to the Real Men of Real Estate Radio Talk Show here on KCAA Radio Network. And this time, our guest is Thomas F. Chappelle Jr., who is one of the hosts for the Real Men of Real Estate. Thomas, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Marie. I appreciate it.
Yes, you missed the conversation with Dan and Damon earlier, but at least I have you now, and we can talk to you about your radio show, right?
You know I'm a big ham. I got to be on the stage by myself. Come on.
Well, they did miss you. They wanted to see you too. But here's the question for you. now that you have had, I don't know how many episodes you've had with the Real Men of Real Estate, but how is it so far for you? What's the experience?
The experience is being able to ask people. The one thing I like asking people is that if they had an opportunity to go back to their younger self and talk to them and say, hey, what would I have done before I got into what I, and people have to seriously sit back and think about it. No one's never asked me that question. So it's like a big thing to them because, as kids, we grow up and we always think about we want to be a fireman, a policeman, or a lawyer, doctor, what have you. But then you tend to, as you go up in age, you tend to go into a different era than what you wanted to do when you were young. And that's one of the best things I do when I ask my guests, what would they tell their younger selves? Would they say, hey, I automatically want to be in real estate and that's it? Or I really had other dreams and aspirations. And now look what I'm doing and I'm living the best years of my life.
Yeah, and you said yes to me for doing the radio show too. And so I know that you have brought a lot of people in your show, and it's, one of the, I know is you brought one of the mayors in town. And so, I mean, what do you think of that? I mean, having all those kind of people in your show.
Well, it shows the character that I have and the lengths that I would go to bring uh, different talent to the show because yeah, it's good to talk about real estate, but it's also good to talk about other things that are going on in people's lives, especially when I brought the mayor on. I never expected in my wildest dreams that I would end up having a mayor on a radio show. That was just like awesome. And he was a real down to earth person. Um, he talks about, how he got into politics. He really don't care about politics and that he's a family man and he played sports when he was young and you get to know people, in their past lives before they became in their professional lives.
And did that start a good relationship with him too at the same time?
Yes, ma'am, it has. And we still talk to this day. Yes.
That's awesome. And I believe that sometimes it really brings a lot of um, good opportunities for different things that you guys that are involved, right?
Yes, it does. It does. It really brings a different um, inspiration to the show when people can hear um, how people end up transitioning to the things that they're doing now and understanding that it doesn't take a lot, but a lot of belief and drive.
Okay. Well, you are the founder and the CEO of the Black Inland Empire Real Estate Investment Club. So, how is that affecting your group when you're doing this radio show? How is that benefiting?
It benefits because a lot of people that listen to the show, they tend to want to join and learn more because I guess I'm saying something interesting to them that they want to hear even more. Then the different people that I am bringing, like next month, I'm not having a meeting this month because Pete Fortunato was in town. And well, he will be coming to town. So it's not like, I want to compete with that. And I do want to hear what Pete has to say. But like next month, I'm going to have Jay Massey. And people that don't know who Jay Massey is, those who do follow him, knowing he's the guru of short-term rentals, as well as he's going to be my guest on the radio show next month. So he's going to do double duty. He's a repeat offender on my show.
Okay. Well, as long as you're bringing, valuable information, I mean, it doesn't hurt to bring the people that you brought in before because, they have a lot of experience and you can always talk about different topics for this, for the same experts.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, so far, I have been very proud of everything that you have done with Real Men of Real Estate. And one thing that I know is you're also joining my project for the TV reality show. Am I right?
Oh yes, yes. I can't wait till this goes, boy. I'm gonna have fun with this one. You get to see me in my fullest.
Yes. I'm really excited about that, Thomas, because the fact that we have Brian Fox, who's already one of the cast for the TV reality show, and then now you're joining us too, and I have few more people that are joining, so I'm really excited about this whole project, and I love that you support me always, Thomas. You are an incredible supporter of mine, and you've always participated in my previous events. I mean, like, the International World Builders, you went out there and joined the James Bond theme, and you look amazing. You were taking photos with some luxury classic cars, and then all of these women around you. I mean, how does your wife feel about that?
Well, I'm a ham. I mean, people don't know that. Honestly, originally I did want to be an actor. I
Oh,
really,
really? Okay.
and the reason why I never got to that point because they told me I was dyslexic, so I was afraid to read out loud, because I'll break out in a sweat. So I end up going into sports. So I've always been a show off. So that's one
Okay.
thing I am. I'm a show off. And I'm cocky, I'm arrogant. People say I'm opinionated, and I love the sound of my own voice. So yes, and no one can say no to the queen. No one can.
Well, I'm very, very appreciative, again, for all of your support. And you've always, bring a lot of energy wherever you go, Thomas. And I think, that's part of why your show is very successful, because not only you're very energetic and you have a lot of great, sense of humor, you also really go deep into the personal, part of your discussion, because you help a lot of people in terms of their struggle, and you challenge them in regards to why are they not doing what they are supposed to be doing, or whatever their calling is, and you try to stretch them out and challenge them. And that's what I love about you. So is there anything else that you want people to know about your show, and what is your message to them?
Well, basically, and I appreciate what you said. And basically, the real part of it is that a lot of people have dreams and aspirations, but because they don't feel like they have the right criteria, they don't fit because they don't have this and they don't have that. That you know, everything is possible as long as you have the Heavenly Father in your corner, that you truly believe that He's called you to become who you want to become. And if you can wake up the next day, be the very best version of yourself. Don't sit here and let what people tell you or the world tell you that you're incapable because you didn't do this. Like I tell my story, and I love telling it now, that no, I didn't finish high school. And look at me now. I'm on the radio, I'm getting ready to do television, and I'm also working doing film and different things like that, that I would have never thought in my wildest dreams that this could come to pass. So I have a very strong belief in God that he directs my path, and I'm totally sold out to him. I'm no longer programmed to the world. And that's what I want people to get out of it. It doesn't matter how old or young. I'm 57 now, and it doesn't matter your age or where you come from or your background. Is that anything is possible as long as you believe in God.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree with you, Thomas. And I love that you have shared that inspiration to people, because that's what they really need to hear from us. We are here to spread the message and make sure that we inspire everyone that's listening to our station. And again, I'm very grateful for your support in the Real Men of Real Estate radio talk show. And it was really interesting looking back on how it all started with Real Men of Real Estate, and now it really involves all of you, and it created more. It's almost like an amazing group of information coming from all the experts like you. So, and again, I thank you, Thomas, for that. What would be the best way for them to be involved in your organization?
Well, I mean, the best way is to serve. That's just it. Serve.
Mhm.
Help others to help yourself. I mean, when you do that, you become fulfilled. That's why I tell people, don't worry about whether the people tell you. Just go out there and understand. I tell people Nike got the best slogan in the world. Just do it. You have nothing to lose. So why not be the best version of yourself? You come to the meetings, you're going to get who I am. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I am strong. I am bold. I cuss.
Yeah. Well,
you
I
know,
think majority of your members are I mean, male, but do you have a lot of female also in your group?
Oh yes, I have a more female than I have male. Because
Oh, okay.
they gravitate to me. But in all seriousness, it's the support that I give. You know, like I said, my thing is I want to serve, I want to help, and have them to be the best version because it took me a long time to believe that I can be where I am now. And with the mentors that I have, that's why I tell people I'm a mentor slash motivator because I like motivating people to get off their behind and go do what God called them to do. Instead of you sitting here praying, it's already in front of you. So just do it. Go get it. It's yours.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a commercial break and stay with me, Thomas. We're going to have one more segment for you. And so for everyone who's listening this show, please don't go away. We have one more talk with Thomas, who is the host of Real Men of Real Estate. And again, this is the show where you can learn a lot from all of them and anything about real estate here on KCAA Radio. We're here every Sunday at 1 p.m. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio Talk Show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Tired of qualifying your leads and not getting the right clients for you? Join the finest women in real estate and learn how to attract the best clients and increase your referral network. Call now at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316 and become one of the finest women in real estate.
Real Men of Real Estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Notes, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station KCAAradio.com.
Welcome back here on Real Men of Real Estate Radio Talk Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we have Thomas Chappelle, who is one of the hosts for the Real Men of Real Estate, and we are now interviewing him, and he just gave an amazing information. So Thomas, getting back to you in regards to your group. So you are virtual, right? You do your
virtual right now,
virtual?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, right now I'm virtual.
All right, and for them to join, they just have to connect with you.
Yes, they can go to meetup.com or they can go to the website, which is BIEREIC, which stands for Black Inland Empire Real Estate Investment Club, and go to the website and you can join from there, just RSVP from there. And I will send out updates on all my guests and count it down to when they're going to be speaking. We do an hour of networking via Zoom. And then from there, we have our guests do their 2-hour presentation and do Q&As. And sometimes they stay and ask any questions after that. And then we go into the after meeting, asking people what type of issues are they having structuring deals, or the type of inventory that they're looking for to help them get the deals that they want to get.
Okay, and everyone is welcome. You don't have to be You can be anybody, right?
Well, see, here's the thing. I call it black because I'm a black guy who hosts a club, but I love controversy. I just love it. It's just my thing. I like starting a mess, but no, it's open to everybody, and people will be amazed. Yes, it's called black, and I have black people that attend, but I got more white people and Latino people that attend than anybody else. And it's funny because all of them ask me, "Well, I'm not black, can I come?" I said, "Of course." Well, if you be honest with you, you started off black, your pigmentation changed.
Well, I think the reason why you also did that is because of, you wanted more professional in regards to how they come in there. Am I
Well,
right?
the biggest thing is that a lot of people go to a lot of real estate meetings, and they don't see people that look like them. So the club was created to be able to deal with people that look like you, walk like you, and talk like you, to make you feel more comfortable, especially if you coming in off the couch and you didn't watch a couple of those TV programs and say, "Oh, I can do that." And then when you get there, you don't feel like nobody's there to work with you, walk with you, and things like that. So now you can come in and feel like you're at home and be able just to dive right on in and get all the experience and exposure that you need.
Wow, I love that, Thomas. Is there anything else that they need to know about the group aside from what you just shared?
No, the group is fun loving. I bring a lot of talent to the group. A lot of them I call repeat offenders because they spoke at my group several times, but they all bring in good content. We all sharing. We also help you learn how to do creative financing and different things like that. Talk about things that you might not be aware of and being able to put that in your tool belt to where you can be able to do it down in the future, if that's some area you want to go in.
Okay. Well, let me take this opportunity, Thomas. If you have any more inspirational wisdom that you want to share to our listeners, this is the time. Go for it.
Okay. Well, basically, I'm gonna just give you the information to contact me. Like I said, my name is Thomas, Thomas, F like Frank, middle initial, Chappelle like Dave Chappelle, but I don't have an E at the end. It's C like Charles, H like Harry, A like Apple, P like Paul, P like Paul, E like Edward, L like Larry Jr. You can find me on Facebook under Thomas F. Chappelle Jr. You can find me on Instagram, um, LinkedIn, and somebody else. I don't know who else it is, but you can also email me at thomaschappelle33@yahoo.com, or you can call me or text me area code 404-844-1828. Once again, that's area code 404-844-1828. Be wonderful to talk to you. Please reach out.
There you go. Any last words for inspirational for people that
Inspir-
are just still doubting? You know what I'm saying?
Inspirational is this: trust God in everything you do. Put Him first. That's all you need to do. And watch Him open the doors for you. You'll be totally amazed because I am a true believer. And it happened to me. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to you.
Wow, I love it. Thank you so much, Thomas. So make sure you guys check out the Black Inland Empire Real Estate Investment Club. That's BIEREIC. And again, you're welcome to join his meetings. And Thomas is an amazing mentor. If you are really looking to have someone that is going to guide you or at least connect you to the right people, he will be the right person to be connected. And I am blessed by his connection here on Real Men of Real Estate. He is always here every fourth Sunday of the month. And we have other hosts that are coming in for different Sundays. But it's every Sunday at 1 p.m. You'll get to meet all the hosts. And including this show is going to be airing on KCAA Radio Network. We are also available on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app if you wanted to watch it on demand, and you just have to subscribe to Building Solid Foundations. And we are in all of your favorite streaming channels like iHeartRadio, Pandora. Uh, Gosh, I don't know. It's like it's so
So
many
many.
of them, and it's also in YouTube. So you can Google and you'll find Real Men of Real Estate Radio Talk Show. But anyway, I am very thankful, Thomas, for your time. I know you have been very busy, And I appreciate you being our guest here, but I'm looking forward to all of your future shows, and also having you for the TV reality show. How about
for
that?
sure. For sure. No doubt. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I am so
Okay.
ready.
All right. So if you have any questions about the show and if you wanted to participate in this show, give me a call. I am at 951-378-5316. That's 951-378-5316. And again, I am your host today, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we can't wait to see you again in our next show. So have an amazing day, and we will see you again. Bye, Thomas.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Yes. Bye, everyone.
Express 106.5 FM.